Norman, what are you looking at, Norman?
I was just looking at that lighting over there.
Norman, you have a friend here today.
I do.
Yes, look behind you.
It's Gloria.
Hi, hi, Norman.
Oh, Gloria, I missed you so much. I'm so glad to see you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Mama T is here, and Mr. Kevin is here, and oh, I'm just so glad to see. Hey, boys and girls, this is my favorite friend. Her name is Gloria.
How are you doing? I'm glad to meet you.
Gloria, I'm so glad you're on my show. How have you been?
Um, feel shy.
Don't feel shy. All the kids want to know who you are, and they like you anyway because you're my friend.
Okay, I'm doing good. And I went outside and it's like a lot of leaves and I love the trees and I love having fun. And when you asked me to come, I said yes.
Oh, that is so nice. And you will learn a whole lot. Guess who else is coming on the show?
Oh, who else is coming?
It's going to be Nana.
Me?
She sure is. Right, Mama T?
Yes, Hannah is going to be coming on the show. And both of you guys will get the chance to talk to her one day. And I will ask her if she would make us some
Macaroni and cheese.
yes, macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese.
Well, my favorite is macaroni and cheese, and we can share it after we make it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I have something to ask you, Gloria.
What is it, Mr. Kevin?
Well, didn't you have a very serious eyelash surgery?
Mr. Kevin, you can't tell all a girl's secrets.
Oh, sorry for that, Gloria.
It's okay. Well, I think the two of you guys just made a nice introduction, but we have to go.
Oh, already? We have to go already?
Can I come back, Norman?
Sure, you can come back. Mama T, can she come back?
Yes, by all means, I would love to have you come back.
Now,
Okay, Gloria?
I have a question
Oh,
that I want to ask you guys when you come back.
what is it?
Well, I want you guys to think about it and tell me if you know what John 3:16 is.
Can I tell you now? Or when I come back?
Well, I was hoping when you came back.
Okay, hold it.
I think I know it. Can you tell me?
Mm-hmm.
The whole world? I know it now. I know it now.
I think that was fair.
Maybe not.
Outreach, prayer, media, missions, Godsend Ministry International, and Jashore, Bangladesh. Hi, I'm Mama T. Let's fill the biggest suitcase to help the precious children in Jashore, Bangladesh, and the nationals who take the gospel everywhere. Support Bishop Dalam Ghazi with a suitcase of supplies that will help so many. Let's fill that suitcase up.
Terry's Yellow Lunchbox by Mama T.
Hi, I'm Terry. This is my lunchbox. My lunchbox is yellow. It is like the flowers that grow in early springtime, only shinier. Inside my lunchbox, I have a sandwich, some animal cookies, some crunchy carrots, and some juice. I put my lunchbox on my head and I can walk real slowly. Mom says that's not a good idea because it might fall and break. I just wanted to show you. I love my lunchbox. Can you guess why? Because Mom always leaves me a note inside on a napkin saying how much she loves me, and that makes me happy. Oops, I gotta go now. Here comes the bus. It's yellow too.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Kevin. Welcome to J316 Planes. And today we're going to be talking about the first aerodynamic series. For short, I call them the A1 series. So we're going to be looking at the A1 V1 or version 1, A1 V2, and A1 V3. And as you see, these planes are very, very beautiful. I believe they are, but the most important thing is that they're good flyers. I tell you, I don't make anything that doesn't fly. But this is the basic model. This here, what you see here, is the basic model for this series. Everything is taken from this one. And I'll give you a key with this one. After you make your center fold, the plane is going to be built on the two folds you make to bring the angle of your wings. So remember that. This plane is slightly harder to make than the other ones. It takes more concentration, but when you make them properly, you never make a dud. So anyway, let's get right into how to make the A1 V1. All right, let's go ahead and make our A1 V1. This is the basic model. So we take our 8.5 by 11 and we make our first fold as usual. Now, these planes are a little harder to make. In fact, both the A1 and the A2 take more concentration, but they are great planes. I think it's probably out of all of my straight flyers, this is probably maybe the best model. So I go in and you see I have that line down the center. Now in this case here, we're going to take our fold like we did in the basic, but it's only going to be partial. Okay. So unlike the basic, it comes partially down, but you got to do the same thing for the other side. As we've said in every video, we try to do the same thing for the other side. And that's what you should have. That's what it should look like. Now I'm going to put in my tab, which is going to hold the plane down. And you can do it sideways. You can do it upside down. It doesn't really matter. It's just your preference. I'm going to put in the tabs the traditional way today. And this tab helps hold the wing down. So this is very important to do this. Now, I like the pointed tab, but you don't have to necessarily have it. I just like it. You can do a square tab, don't have to do a pointed tab. So you should look like this now. It looks like a really fat, overweight Washington Monument. All right, after that, you come down, you fold it in half, and you should be able to lay it right across that middle line. All right, so this is what you should have at this particular point. And you can flip it over and see how it looks on the back side. The shape is the same, but it's obvious that you can see the folds on this side. Now we're going to bring down our first fold for our point. This what gives the angle to the wings. And what you do on one side, you have to do on the other. As you probably can see, this particular model takes a little more effort. You have to do a little more work to get it perfect. But anyway, that's it basically. Then the last thing is the tab. You take the tab, and that's what holds these flaps down. Now I could take some tape and do the same thing, but the tab is sufficient in this case. So I take the tab and I bring it down right across the middle. Then I get ready to flip it. And then when I flip it, it should come out pretty even. Not perfect, but it's close. Alright, so this is what you should have. You should be this far. Now we're going to make the wings, or the fold for the wings. So we're going to make a slight, just a slight angle there. And what we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. All right, almost there. So there we have it. This is the A1V1. This is the basic model. And as you see, this is one of those wide wing planes. And sometimes when the wings are wide, the plane will kind of rock back and forward. It will kind of rock back and forward. So to prevent that, we put the fins on, and they serve as kind of stabilizers. And you can put a little angle on them. Sometimes I'll put a little angle on them just to try to get that nose up a little bit. And there you have it. That is the A1V1. Now to reassure that that nose will pick up, I'll put a skid in there. And the skid is only there to help lift that nose. It's not a style feature. Almost everything I do on my planes have a purpose. This is to pick up that nose. When that air comes across, it pops the nose up. So that is the A1V1. And I think it's a pretty plane. Now, another note that I want to make about this series is this. You see this section here? Look how the weight is distributed very evenly. The nose is light, the back is light. The heaviest part is in the middle. So this is a very, very balanced plane. And very seldom, whenever I make these, are they ever bad. I mean, almost all the time I make this model, it's never a dud. So this is the Ariel 1, version 1, or the A1V1. I sure hope that you enjoyed this video. Please try your hand at it. Repeat the video and see what you can do with it. Next time, we're going to learn to make the A1V2 slightly different from the V1, but I believe that you will love these planes. And as I said before, they're great flyers. Now think about it, boys and girls. Before this series is over, you'll be able to make 9 planes. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Outreach, prayer, media, missions. God brought together a mother and son relationship that created God Send Ministry International, missions in Bangladesh. This ministry reaches out in so many ways. 300 orphans, 100 pennies, widows, 3 college campuses, 2 high school campuses, 27 house churches, 28 pastors, 25 leaders in training, 2 girls hostels, 2 boys hostels, 5 villages, 2 schools, and 1 Bible college. God Send Ministry International supports all of these outreaches in Jashore, Bangladesh. Please help us to touch the untouched for the gospel.
Hey, Gloria,
Oh, yes, I want to know exactly what we could say that the Mr. Kevin said later.
oh, Mr. Kevin, Mr. Kevin,
Yes. Norman, Gloria, I wanted to ask a question.
what's the question?
Could you two tell me or recite for me
Uh-huh.
John 3:16?
Oh,
You know this one.
oh, yeah, I remember.
Go ahead.
For God so loved the world,
And he gave his only son.
that he gave his only son, that whosoever believes in him
Shall not perish.
will not perish, but have everlasting life.
Is that it?
I believe that's it. You two did a good job. But Gloria, I think Gloria, you helped Norman out a lot. I don't think Norman exactly knew John 3:16.
Yeah.
How about Norman, you tried it on your own?
You can do it, Norman. Come on, you can do it.
Okay, I'll try. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. That whosoever believes in him.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay. Shall whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Yay, Norman.
Ah. Thanks, Gloria.
Now, that's a very important verse, Norman. It's probably the verse that says more than any other verse that Jesus came to die for our sins on the cross because he loved us so much.
Wow. That is a very important verse. And when you said it, Mr. Kevin, it made my heart feel so warm inside.
Yeah, feel on your side too. Good verse.
It sure is.
Mama T,
Yes, Gloria.
you know that verse,
Yes, I do know that verse.
and it makes you feel good inside, doesn't it?
It sure does. It makes me feel good inside.
It makes me feel good inside too.
Me too. I feel good inside too, right, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, yes. And I feel good inside too.
So I bet you it's time to turn it off.
Now, don't fight over the buttons. Don't fight over the buttons. Don't fight.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't fight over the buttons, please.